Melania Trump just made a fatal mistake, one that could change everything. She's threatened journalists, avoided lawsuits, and now she's on the brink of a legal disaster. But here's the twist. It's not just about her. It's about everything she and Donald have tried to keep hidden. What happens next? You're about to find out, because this one misstep could unravel it all. Stick around to see how Melania might have just sealed her own fate. This isn't just another tabloid headline. It's a legal battle that could expose more than Melania bargained for. You've heard the rumors, connections between her, Donald, and Jeffrey Epstein. But Melania's response? Denial and threats. She's been going after journalists, warning them they'll face lawsuits if they even suggest any links. But here's the problem. Those threats aren't stopping the truth from coming out. Why would she be so desperate to silence the conversation? And why now, when there's so much to lose? Here's the twist that Melania didn't expect. Michael Wolff, former biographer to Donald Trump, is taking her to court. She threatened to sue him for $1 billion over his articles linking her to Epstein. But here's what she didn't count on. Wolff is fighting back with a lawsuit of his own. He's invoking his First Amendment rights, arguing that Melania's threats are silencing the press. And what's worse, Melania has done nothing to challenge his claims in court. No defamation lawsuit, no legal defense, just a bunch of delays. Why not face the truth head on, Melania? But here's where it gets even messier. Melania isn't just dodging lawsuits, she's playing a dangerous game with the legal system. When Wolff filed his case in New York, Melania tried to shift the entire fight to federal court, a move that's more about buying time than finding a resolution. And why? To delay, avoid the spotlight, and maybe keep her secrets buried. This isn't a one-off, though. Remember the lawsuits Donald Trump filed during his presidency? Never-ending delays, confusing legal maneuvers. It's a pattern that stretches far beyond Melania's personal scandal. But now, she's caught in her own trap. And the more she stalls, the deeper the hole she digs. The stakes just got higher. Michael Wolff isn't backing down. After Melania filed for removal to federal court, she tried to transfer the case to Florida. But here's the thing. She hasn't even sued Wolff for defamation. If she truly believed he was lying, why not take the fight straight to court? It's simple, because once she opens that door, the truth comes crashing through. Wolff isn't just after an apology. He wants discovery. He wants to get her under oath, face to face, and ask the tough questions about Epstein, about Donald, and about her involvement. Melania knows this. She's playing a dangerous game of avoidance, but the walls are closing in. Now it's a race against time. Wolff is piling on pressure from every angle. He's already accused Melania of hiding from him, refusing to accept the lawsuit, dodging service, and now he's demanding jurisdictional discovery. That means Melania could be forced to answer questions about where she really lives, New York or Florida. But it gets worse. Wolff is pushing to take her deposition, asking direct questions about her life, her connections, and the truth behind her story. And with every delay, every stonewall, she just hands him more ammunition. The question is, what happens if she can't stall forever? What happens if Wolff finally gets to ask her the questions no one else has dared? But let's zoom out for a moment. This isn't just about Melania or even about the high-stakes drama playing out in courtrooms. This is about how power plays affect real people, the ones who don't have the luxury of endless delays or legal teams to hide behind. Ordinary people are watching, and they see someone in a position of privilege using every tool at her disposal to avoid accountability. Imagine what this does to the public's trust. When those in power refuse to face tough questions, it leaves everyone else feeling helpless. If this feels familiar, say so in the comments, because what happens here impacts us all. This isn't just about one person or one lawsuit. It's about how the system is built to protect the powerful. Melania's moves, from dodging service to shifting the case to federal court, are all part of a larger pattern. It's not just legal strategy, it's leverage. The courts, the press, the public all become pawns in a game where the goal is to delay, confuse, and exhaust. This is how the system lets the rich and powerful avoid the consequences of their actions. They can use spectacle, intimidation, and legal loopholes to keep the truth at bay. But what happens when those mechanisms begin to break down, when people start questioning whether the system is rigged? That's the real story here. So where does this go from here? There are two paths. First, Melania may continue her legal maneuvers, dragging this out, hoping the pressure will ease and the story will fade, or Wolff could push harder, forcing her into a corner where she has no choice but to answer the tough questions. But here's the catch. Every move Melania makes, every delay, only intensifies the scrutiny. The more she tries to avoid discovery, the more people will question what she's hiding. And when it comes to secrets this big, momentum is building, and the next move could change everything. So, what have we learned here? Melania Trump has managed to avoid answering the tough questions for years. But with each move, the walls are closing in. The longer she stalls, the more the public will question what she's really hiding and why it matters. This isn't just about a lawsuit, it's about the system that allows people to escape scrutiny while the rest of us are left in the dark. As the pressure builds, one thing is certain, the truth is coming and Melania won't be able to avoid it forever. Stay tuned because this story is far from over. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more analysis like this.